Hi. Welcome to Inference. This is the place where you learn and improve. In this video, I will be talking about letters of recommendation. Letters of recommendation are powerful tools that can help open doors in your personal and professional life. Whether you're applying for a job, scholarship, or admission to a school or program, a well-written letter of recommendation can make all the difference. It can help demonstrate your qualifications, accomplishments, and character, and set you apart from other applicants. In this video, we'll explore how to get the most out of letters of recommendation by following a few simple steps. So, let's get started. Letters of recommendation offer several benefits that can help you achieve your personal and professional goals. For example, when you're applying for a job, a letter of recommendation from a previous employer can help demonstrate your skills and work ethic. It can also provide insight into how you interacted with colleagues and contributed to the organization's success. This information can help set you apart from other candidates and increase your chances of getting the job. Similarly, when you're applying for a scholarship, a letter of recommendation from a teacher or mentor can help demonstrate your academic achievements, leadership potential, and character. It can also provide insight into your goals and aspirations and help convince the selection committee that you're a deserving candidate. Finally, during an interview, a well-written letter of recommendation can help reinforce your qualifications and distinguish you from other candidates. It can also demonstrate that you have the support of respected professionals in your field, which can help build trust and credibility with the interviewer. Overall, letters of recommendation can be a powerful tool that can help you achieve your personal and professional goals. By providing valuable information about your skills, achievements, and character, they can help set you apart from other candidates and increase your chances of success. One of the most important steps in getting a letter of recommendation is finding the right person to ask. Ideally, you want to ask someone who knows you well and can speak to your strengths and accomplishments. This can be a former employer, teacher, mentor, or colleague who has worked closely with you and can vouch for your abilities and character. When selecting someone to ask, it's also important to consider the context of the application. For example, if you're applying for a job, you may want to ask someone who can speak to your work experience and skills. If you're applying for a scholarship, you may want to ask a teacher or mentor who can speak to your academic achievements and leadership potential. Once you've identified the right person to ask, it's important to approach them professionally and respectfully. Explain why you're asking for a letter of recommendation and how it will help you achieve your goals. Be sure to give them plenty of time to write the letter and provide them with any information they need to write an effective letter. Overall, finding the right person to ask for a letter of recommendation is a critical step in the process. By selecting someone who knows you well and can speak to your strengths and accomplishments, you can increase your chances of getting a strong letter that will help you achieve your goals. When asking someone to write a letter of recommendation, it's important to provide them with the necessary information to write an effective letter. This can include details about the application, the type of position or scholarship you're applying for, and any specific requirements or qualifications that are being sought. You should also provide the person with a clear understanding of what you're looking for in the letter. For example, you may want them to emphasize your leadership skills, your work experience, or your academic achievements. Providing them with this information can help them write a more tailored and effective letter. It's also important to provide the person with any relevant materials, such as your resume, transcripts, or work samples. These materials can help the person get a better understanding of your qualifications and achievements, and can also help them write a more detailed and convincing letter. Finally, make sure to give the person plenty of time to write the letter. Providing them with all the necessary information and materials upfront can help make the process smoother and less stressful for everyone involved. Overall, providing the necessary information to the person writing the letter of recommendation is a critical step in the process. By giving them all the information and materials they need to write an effective letter, you can increase your chances of getting a strong letter that will help you achieve your goals. Once you've received the letter of recommendation, it's important to thank the person who wrote it for their time and effort. A simple thank you note or email can go a long way in showing your appreciation and maintaining a positive relationship with the person. It's also a good idea to let the person know the outcome of the application. Whether you get a job, scholarship, or admission to the program or school, letting the person know the outcome can help them feel invested in your success and may even lead to future opportunities. Finally, if you don't get the outcome you were hoping for, it's important to use the experience as a learning opportunity. Reach out to the person who wrote the letter and ask for feedback on how you can improve your qualifications or application in the future. This feedback can help you strengthen your skills and increase your chances of success in future applications. Overall, thanking the person who wrote the letter of recommendation and following up on the outcome of the application is a critical step in the process. By maintaining a positive relationship with the person and using the experience as a learning opportunity, you can increase your chances of success in future applications. Letters of recommendation are used to provide an assessment of an individual's abilities, character, and achievements. They are often required as part of the application process for jobs, scholarships, academic programs, or other opportunities where the applicant's qualifications and potential need to be evaluated. The letter serves as a way for a third party to vouch for the applicant's skills and character, providing an objective evaluation of their strengths and accomplishments. Letters of recommendation can help applicants stand out from the competition and increase their chances of being selected for the opportunity they are seeking. The practice of using letters of recommendation can be traced back to ancient times. In China, for example, letters of recommendation were used as early as the Han Dynasty, 206 BC 220 CE, to evaluate candidates for government positions. In ancient Greece, letters of recommendation were used to endorse candidates for political office. During the medieval period in Europe, letters of recommendation were used by scholars and religious figures to vouch for the abilities and character of their students or colleagues. These letters were often written in Latin and were considered important documents that could help individuals gain positions of influence or advance their careers. In the 18th and 19th centuries, letters of recommendation became more commonly used in academia and the professions. They were used to evaluate candidates for admission to universities, for medical licenses, and for employment opportunities. Today, letters of recommendation are widely used in a variety of contexts, from job applications to scholarship applications to graduate school admissions. While the format and content of these letters may have changed over time, the fundamental purpose remains the same, to provide an objective evaluation of an individual's abilities, character, and potential. First, letters of recommendation provide an objective assessment of an individual's abilities, character, and achievements. Because the letter is written by a third party who has observed or worked with the individual, it can provide a more balanced and accurate evaluation than the individual's self-assessment. Second, letters of recommendation can help individuals stand out from the competition. In competitive fields such as academia, medicine, and law, having strong letters of recommendation can make the difference between being accepted or rejected. Third, letters of recommendation can help identify candidates who may not have the most impressive resume or academic record, but who possess other qualities that make them a good fit for the position or opportunity. For example, a letter of recommendation might highlight an individual's leadership skills, work ethic, or personal qualities that are not easily quantifiable but are highly valued by employers or academic programs. Finally, the practice of using letters of recommendation can help build and maintain professional networks. By asking someone to write a letter of recommendation, individuals are establishing a professional relationship with that person, which may lead to future opportunities or collaborations. Overall, the practice of using letters of recommendation is important because it provides an objective assessment of an individual's abilities and character, helps individuals stand out from the competition, identifies candidates with unique qualities, and helps build professional networks. Letters of recommendation must be relevant to the opportunity or application being pursued. A relevant letter of recommendation should focus on the skills, achievements, and personal qualities that are most relevant to the opportunity or application. For example, if an individual is applying for a job in a specific field, the letter of recommendation should focus on the skills and achievements that are most relevant to that field. If the individual is applying for admission to a specific academic program, the letter of recommendation should focus on the academic abilities and potential of the individual. A relevant letter of recommendation is also more likely to be persuasive and effective in supporting the individual's application. It demonstrates that the writer of the letter has a clear understanding of the requirements and qualifications for the opportunity or application and that the individual being recommended possesses the necessary skills and qualities. In summary, a relevant letter of recommendation is essential for demonstrating the individual's qualifications and potential for the specific opportunity or application being pursued, and for increasing the chances of success in the application process. The practice of using letters of recommendation will likely continue. While the format and content of these letters may evolve, the fundamental purpose of providing an objective evaluation of an individual's abilities, character, and potential is likely to remain relevant. The use of letters of recommendation may become even more important in the future, as the job market and educational landscape continue to become more competitive. As more individuals compete for limited opportunities, having strong letters of recommendation that can help individuals stand out from the competition may become increasingly important. Furthermore, as the nature of work and education continues to change, new forms of recommendation may emerge. For example, online reviews and endorsements, social media recommendations, or AI-generated assessments may supplement or even replace traditional letters of recommendation in some contexts. Overall, while the format and delivery of recommendations may change, the need for objective evaluations of an individual's abilities and potential is likely to remain important in the future, and the practice of using letters of recommendation is likely to continue as a valuable tool for evaluating candidates. The effectiveness of a letter of recommendation can vary depending on several factors, such as the qualifications and reputation of the person writing the letter, the specificity and relevance of the letter to the opportunity or application being pursued, and the overall strength of the candidate's qualifications and application materials. A well-written and persuasive letter of recommendation can be a valuable asset for an individual's application and can help them stand out from the competition. Conversely, a weak or generic letter of recommendation may have little impact on the decision-making process. It is important to note that letters of recommendation are just one aspect of an individual's overall application and that other factors such as academic credentials, work experience, and personal statements also play an important role in the decision-making process. Ultimately, the effectiveness of a letter of recommendation depends on the specific circumstances of the application or opportunity being pursued, as well as the strengths and weaknesses of the individual's overall application materials. The effectiveness of a letter of recommendation depends on the quality of the letter and the context in which it is used. While some may argue that the practice of using letters of recommendation is superficial, there are several reasons why they can be an important and valuable aspect of an individual's application or candidacy. First, letters of recommendation can provide an objective assessment of an individual's abilities, character, and potential based on the writer's first-hand experience with the individual. This can help to provide a more balanced and nuanced evaluation of the individual than they might be able to provide themselves. Second, letters of recommendation can help to identify candidates with unique skills, experiences, or personal qualities that may not be immediately apparent from their application materials. This can be particularly valuable in fields where interpersonal skills, leadership potential, or other intangible qualities are highly valued. Third, letters of recommendation can help to build and maintain professional relationships, as asking someone to write a letter of recommendation is often seen as a sign of respect and trust. That being said, it is important to recognize that letters of recommendation are just one aspect of an individual's overall application or candidacy, and should not be relied on too heavily. Other factors such as academic credentials, work experience, and personal statements should also be carefully considered. In summary, while some may view the practice of using letters of recommendation as superficial, they can be an important and valuable aspect of an individual's application or candidacy when used appropriately and in context. In conclusion, letters of recommendation can be a valuable asset for individuals seeking to advance their academic or professional careers. While their effectiveness may depend on several factors, including the quality of the letter and the context in which it is used, a well-written and persuasive letter of recommendation can help to differentiate an individual from the competition and provide an objective evaluation of their abilities and potential. As such, it is important to approach the process of requesting and obtaining letters of recommendation with care and thoughtfulness, taking the time to identify the right individuals to ask, providing them with the necessary information, and following up with gratitude and appreciation. While the practice of using letters of recommendation may evolve, the fundamental need for objective evaluations of an individual's abilities and potential is likely to remain important in the future. As such, the use of letters of recommendation is likely to continue as a valuable tool for evaluating candidates and identifying those with unique skills, experiences, and personal qualities. Alright, folks, that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it and learned something new about letters of recommendation. If you did enjoy it, please do not forget to like, share, subscribe, and turn on notifications to make sure that you do not miss future videos. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye.